guys have breakfast this morning?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so I guess all of us is ready for today's lesson, right?
Yes.
Okay, so guys, I want to ask you a question. What do you feel if someone is leaving you in the forest?
Sad. Yes.
Scared. Okay, I will feel those feelings too. So today we will watch a video first. This video is about siblings, brother and sister who are loved by their parents in the forest. Have you ever heard a story about Hansel and Gretel?
No. Yes.
Okay, so we will watch that story first. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Hansel and Gretel. There is a poor woodcutter. He has a son and a daughter. The boy is Hansel and the girl is Gretel. One day, their father marries an evil stepmother. Their stepmother says to their father, "We are starving, so I will leave the children in the forest." Hansel hears that. That night, Hansel picks up shiny stones.
We will find our home.
After Hansel hides the stones, he sleeps. The next day, the stepmother takes the kids to the forest. Hansel drops the stones on the ground. He thinks,
We can follow the stones home.
The stepmother says, "Wait by this big tree." But she never comes back. Hansel and Gretel follow the shiny stones out of the forest. A few days later, the stepmother says, "Let's have a picnic in the forest."
Boo-hoo.
Gretel cries. She thinks,
Stepmother will leave us in the forest again.
but Hansel has no time to pick up shiny stones. Hansel drops breadcrumbs on the ground,
We can follow the breadcrumbs home.
but the birds eat all the breadcrumbs, and they can't find their home. Hansel and Gretel find a house. The house is made of cookies and cakes. Gretel shouts,
Look, a cookie house.
While Hansel and Gretel eat the cookies and cakes, a strange lady appears. She says,
Children, come inside and eat yummy food.
The lady is an evil witch. She says,
I like to eat kids.
she locks Hansel in a cellar. Gretel has to do housework. The witch boils some water to cook the children. But Gretel pushes the witch into the water.
Yep. Oh no!
Cries the witch. She falls into the boiling water. Hansel and Gretel take her jewels, and they run away. Hansel and Gretel find their home. Their father says,
I am so sorry, but now your stepmother is gone.
They live happily ever after.
Okay guys, so what do you think about the story that we already watched? Sad. Is it fun? Fun. Okay. Are you guys curious about what we're gonna learn today? Yes. Okay, so we will see objective that we're going to use. Okay, so these are learning objectives.
After this lesson, the first, you will be able to identify direct and indirect speech from the story. Second, you will be able to change direct speech into indirect speech and also do the reverse correctly. And the third, you will be able to make your own simple sentences using direct and indirect speech.
Okay, so these are some sentences from the story. Before I talk about direct and indirect speech in specific way, I want you to guess first. First, the stepmother says, "We are starving." Can you guess, is it direct or indirect? Direct. Alright. And the second one, Hansel said that indirect. Okay, some of you know what is direct and indirect speech, but maybe you still don't know about the structure of it. So I will give some explanation about it.
Let's start with direct speech. Direct speech is when we say the person's exact words. We don't change anything because we use their real words. We also use quotation marks. So when you see quotation marks, it means the sentence is written just like the person said it. Now let's look at some examples of direct speech. Here, we can see sentences that use the speaker's exact words. For example, the stepmother says, "We are starving." The words "we are starving" are written exactly the same as what she said. Another example is, Hansel says, "We will find our home." Again, the sentence inside the quotation mark is the speaker's real or original words. So remember, when we use direct speech, we write exactly what the person said and we show it using quotation marks. Now let's learn about indirect speech. Indirect speech is when we tell what someone said, but we don't use their exact words. The sentence usually changes a little so it fits the story. In indirect speech, we don't use quotation marks, and sometimes we change pronouns, verbs, or a time expression to make the sentence sounds correct. Now let's look at some examples of indirect speech. The first, the stepmother said that they were starving. The second, Hansel said that they would find their home. These sentences tell the meaning of what the character said, but the words are not exactly the same as the original sentences. That's why they are indirect speach.
Okay, let's connect to the next explanation.
Okay, now let's move on to how direct speech changes when we turn it into indirect speech. To make it easier, I will read these direct sentences first and then show you how they change into indirect speech. So let's look at the examples. For the direct speech, we have "I am hungry," "We are lost," and "We will find our home." And when we change them into indirect speech, they become "He said that he was hungry," "They said that they were lost," and "They said that they would find their home." As you can see, the meaning is still the same, but the words change a little, like the pronouns and the verb tense. This is how we change direct speech into indirect speech. Now let's look at more examples from the story Hansel and Gretel. This slide shows the characters, their direct speech, and the indirect speech. We can see the change clearly. First is the stepmother. In direct speech, "We are starving," and in indirect speech, the stepmother said that they were starving. In this change, "we" changed to "they." and are becomes were. Next is Hansel. In direct speech, we will find our home. And in indirect speech, Hansel said that they would find their home. Here, we becomes they and will becomes would. And the last one is the witch. In direct speech, I like to eat kids. And in indirect speech, the witch said that she liked to eat kids. In the sentence, I becomes she and like becomes like. So, in the table, you can see how each direct sentence changes into indirect speech. The meaning stays the same, but the words change a little so the sentence sounds correctly.
Okay, next we'll do an activity. Are you guys ready? Ready! Okay, so this is our activity, our first activity for today. I'll give you 5 minutes to work on this question and you will write the answer in this paper. I will give it to you. And for your information, this paper will use for all of the activity, then you will submit it in the end of the class. Understood? Yes. Okay, I will give it first. Okay guys, so your time is 5 minutes starting from now. And we will discuss it after 5 minutes. Okay, it's already 5 minutes. Let's discuss it together and check your answers. For number 1, who wants to answer number 1? Yes.
Number 1, Hansel said, "Don't worry, Gretel, I will find the way home." Is direct speech.
Yeah, it's correct. So, PP is right because as we talked earlier, direct speech use a quotation mark. And for the next number, who wants to? Miss.
Number 2, the stepmother said that they had no more food and that they had to leave the children in the forest. Is indirect.
Yes, it's correct. It is correct because as you can see, there is no quotation mark, so it's not the exact same word as the teacher said, but it does tell the meaning. What's you guys all the question correct or some mistake? Very good. Okay, let's go next to our activity.
Now we will learn how to change direct speech into indirect speech. Don't worry, this is very easy if you follow the steps. Here is the step 1. When we change direct speech into indirect speech, we must remove the quotation marks. Indirect speech doesn't use quotation mark anymore. For example, I am hungry becomes she said that she was hungry. See, no quotation marks. Next, step 2. We also need to change the pronouns. For example, Hansel said, "I will help you," becomes Hansel said that he would help her. So, I becomes he and you becomes her. Now let's move to the step 3. We also need to change the verb tense. Here's a simple guide for changing the verb tense. Am or is change to was. Are change to were. Will change to would. And have change to had. Next is step 4. We also change time and place words when we moving to indirect speech. Look at the table. Today changed to that day. Now, change to then. Tomorrow, change to the next day. And here, change to there. Great job, everyone! Now you already know how to change direct speech into indirect.
Okay, so you already watched the explanation how to change direct into indirect speech. Can you tell me the rules how to change direct into indirect speech? The first rule?
Remove quotation mark.
Remove quotation mark. And then?
Change the pronouns.
Change pronouns. Next?
Change the verb tense.
Change the verb tense. And then?
Change time and place words.
Place word, correct. So can one person give me an example of how to change pronouns? Yeah?
Example is Hansel says I will help you. In indirect speech, it becomes Hansel said that he would help her. So I becomes he and you becomes her.
Yeah, that's correct. So let's next to the next explanation.
Step 1. Add the quotation marks back. Direct speech always use quotation marks because we show the exact words. For example, he said that he was hungry. Become, he said, I am hungry. We add the quotes and we write the speaker's original words again. Step 2. Change the pronouns back to the original ones. In direct speech, the speaker talks about themselves. Example, she said that she was tired. Becomes, she said, I am tired. She becomes I because in direct speech, the person is speaking directly. Now, step 3. We change the verb tense back to the original tense. Example, he said that he was busy. Becomes, he said, I am busy. So here was goes back to am because that is what he really said. And now, step 4. We also change the time and place words back. In indirect speech, the words changed, but in direct speech, we return them to the original way. For example, that day become today, there become here, and the next day become tomorrow. So the time and place words go back to the word the speaker used at the moment.
Okay, so we already see the explanation about how to change indirect into direct speech. Can you tell me the rules how to change indirect into direct speech? First rule?
Add quotation marks.
Add quotation mark. And next?
Change the pronouns back.
Yeah, very good everyone. Okay, so next we'll do another activity. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, so now we move to the activity 2. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
So in this activity 2, we must change the following sentences from direct speech to indirect speech or from indirect speech to direct speech. You can write the answer to worksheet that I already give to you. Okay, so I'll give you 10 minutes. Is it enough?
Yes.
Okay, so we will discuss it in after 10 minutes. 10 minutes start from now. Okay, finish. So now, for number 1, who wants to try? Minutes, yeah.
Number 1, Hansel said, we are lost in the forest. The indirect form is, Hansel said that they were lost in the forest.
Yeah, it's correct. Next question. Okay guys, so next we will move to the another assessment. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll give about 10 minutes to do this assessment. Is it enough?
Yes.
Yeah, you can write the answer in the worksheet that I already give to you, and we will discuss it later as usual. Understood?
Yes.
So, 10 minutes start from now. Okay, it's already 10 minutes. You guys done?
Yes.
Okay, so now I want to ask one active volunteer to share their answer. Who wants to be the first volunteer? Yeah. Does it use a quotation mark?
Yes.
Does it use a post-it?
Yes.
Read your plan. So, do you guys have any questions? So, you guys already understand about direct and indirect speech?
Yes.
Okay, let's review about what we learned today. Okay, guys, so these are what we learned today. Direct speech uses the speaker's exact word with quotation mark. Meanwhile, indirect speech tells what someone said without quotation mark. Can you tell me what rules in indirect speech?
Remove quotation mark.
Yeah, quotation mark. Then
Change the pronoun.
yes, pronoun. Then
Change the verb tense.
and the last.
Change time and place words.
Very good, guys. Okay, guys. So let's reflect what we learned today. What is the most easy part about today's lesson? Direct speech. Why?
We just copy the exact word.
Copy the exact word. And most difficult?
Direct
Direct speech. Why?
They have to change the structure.
Change the structure. Okay, great job, everyone. Give applause to all of us today. Today we learned about what is direct and indirect speech and how to change direct to indirect speech and vice versa. And don't forget to submit. I will submit it. Thank you so much for all of your participant for today, and see you in the next lesson. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.